Hello and welcome to the first instalment of the Head Boy Briefing, which will be a termly series from now on. I am one of your co-hosts, Greg Pluchenik, and of course with me, as always, is Jakub Wilczewski.
Hello, hello.
And we are joined today by Joe Daniels, the head boy at King's, who's going to go over the prefect system and our accomplishments so far, as well as what we're aiming to do in the future with it.
So, Joe, in a little bit more detail, what is the prefect system and how does it work?
So it's structured with the head boy and then supporting then two deputy head boys. So that's me and then George Conwan and Sam Davies. And then from there, we have 15 different systems of prefects, each with 3 or 4 in each system. So these are sports prefects, music prefects, student enrichment, charity, and many others. Each of these teams are run by an assistant head boy, and our job is to try and make your experience at school easier, help with any things that you think would be really good to change or add or implement, and try and make the school inclusive and fun for everyone.
So I know you're at the very top of the prefect's ladder. You oversee what everyone's doing. So let's get a little bit of a brief. What do you know about the prefects? What have they done in the last term?
There are so many different teams and they have done a really good job since Easter. So that's when we took over, and they have done a really good job of getting different things out there, either in the planning stage for this year or already implementing stuff in that final term before summer. So for the year 7s who weren't there and for the people who didn't know, we ran 2 charity events. The first one was the chocolate tombola, raising money for Ukraine, which was so successful we ran out of chocolate, which we didn't expect. And thank you so much to Miles, Will and the rest of the charity team who did an exceptional job running that. And then also the same team did the John O'Groats charity rowing event, which was raising money for Mind and some amazing charities, and they rowed almost every day with all the different years, and that was an exceptional job run by them, and it really shows that the Kings are trying to get charity events out there and try and help the community.
If I may just add, I know the prefects also did the open evening for the year 7s, the year 6s going into year 7. I want to say a massive thank you to everyone that participated in that. I'll put up a photo now. Bang, look at those. And I think we've really made a nice kind of welcoming atmosphere to all the parents and all the students who came in to see what it's like.
Yeah, and we got so many emails in from parents saying, you know, how good of a job that the prefects did in touring, showing parents around, helping fill in to the assemblies. And so thank you all the prefects who did a really good job on that day. The prefects also are now helping with the 11 plus that is going on in this summer, and so that's kind of a large staple point of the prefect team, is making sure that events that the school run are ran smoothly. And so then the final thing that is kind of the daily life of a prefect is that there's rotas for the duties. So the year 7s, you probably won't know this, but prefects help with all those areas where you and your friends hang out, or in the lunch queues, just making sure that no one's pushing in and that everyone is fine and, you know, able to get the food and have a good lunch break.
And of course, we still have over half a year of Joe Daniels and his team running things for Kings. So what plans are there?
So we have organised by the great Jakub himself, we have a game show that is in the works that will be really inclusive for the different schools around, so for Priory and for KG.
Talking about the game show, if that sounds like something that you'd love to be a part of, years 8 through to 11, you're more than welcome to, and inform your house captains about this, just so we can start organising a kind of competition to see which team will actually make it to the very end and compete against Priory and KG. So if that sounds like something that you'd like to do, just go to one of your house captains, they'll sort it out for you.
One of the biggest things that I want to implement is the interconnectivity with KG. So already last term, before the summer break, we organised a debate club joint with KG to discuss relevant topics for sixth form, and that was a really good first meeting. Thank you so much to Mrs. Cunningham for helping us with that, and that will be ran hopefully every half term with KG. And so if you are in sixth form next year, please come along to the weekly sessions in Mrs. Cunningham's room where we discuss topics, and then a lot of us will then go to that meet with KG every half term.
So just to add on to that, Mrs. Cunningham is going to be running a Key Stage 3 debate club on Wednesday, 1 to 1:30, and that'll be for all Year 7s as well, if you'd like to come in. And every Tuesday, there'll be another debate club, but just for Key Stage 4 and 5, and that'll also be at the same time.
Another thing that Sam Davey, one of the deputy head boys, is trying to implement is a culture society, or some kind of meet where we can go to things like opera or dramas or plays in the vicinity, that similar to how the Year 8s, now Year 9s, went to the Women in Black show in London, which apparently was a very, very good time. So implementing things like that for this year is also in our plans. Also, if you guys have any ideas of what you would like to be implemented in the school this year and in future, there is the school council, which you should have a representative decided, hopefully in your form in the first week, and then they will then meet with the assistant head boys, the deputy head boys, and me, and we will take all your ideas into account and compile a list of stuff to take to the headmaster and try and get as many of your ideas to come to fruition as possible.
So in conclusion, I want to say that the prefect system is going strong. We've already had a lot of accomplishments, and I can't wait to see all of the ones in next year. We'll keep you informed about all of these through the news episodes that we make every half term. And there's also the King's School Instagram page where you can keep informed of the latest news of the school if you can't wait for the next news episode. There'll be 1 news episode and 2 ramble episodes. That's us interviewing guests. And if you'd like to see these in your own time, the YouTube channel is called Kings Connect. And then on top of this, we're going to have these updates with Joe Daniels.
So one final thing from me, I would just like to say a really big welcome to the Year 7s and a big welcome back to every other year. And for the Year 7s, if you have any questions or issues, or you're just trying to find your way around school, if you look for the maroon blazers with a prefect badge, we're always happy to help with your first year.
So that's all from us today. If you have any questions, you can always find us, as Joe said, with the maroon blazers and prefect badges. We're always happy to help you out with anything, and thank you very much for listening, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.